So it's coming up to winter time now, and when it comes to my winter fishing, there's one method which I prefer among all others, and that is solid bag fishing. In this video I'm going to show you my solid bag rig and also how I tie them, and then briefly talk about some of the reasons why I love solid bags. First of all, the reason why I love solid bags is the amount of attraction that you can pump into them. You can inject oils, liquids, and of course you've got all of your pellets in there and a fantastic hook bait with the essential fruit. Secondly, you're near enough guaranteed presentation on all lake beds. Maybe not so much silt, but with clay, particularly the way I tie them, you can get away with presentation absolutely fine. Lastly, mobility wise, solid bags are absolutely fantastic, and with our solid bag systems that we sell, all you literally need to take is a small bag. Inside there you've got your hook baits and your oil, and you're away. You don't need to carry any buckets with you, so you can keep your luggage down to an absolute minimum. And then finally, preparation even is minimal. So in terms of preparation, for me, what I like to do, particularly on work overnighters and things like that, if I'm arriving late at night and packing up early morning, I tie a load of solid bags all ready. All I've got to do as soon as I get to lake, just tie them on and then cast them out, and I know I'm presented with a good chance of a winter bite. So that's why I love my solid bags. Let's show you the solid bag mix, and also let's show you my rig and how I tie them to make sure that it is presented every single time perfectly. So this is my solid bag rig, pretty straightforward. It's based around a Ronnie Rig, and I do this for multiple reasons, which I'll show you now. So at the hook end, just a crank hook, size 4, and the bait wise, I've got 2 of our essential fruit corn tippers on there. The way it's going to present is just going to hover above all of your pellet like this, obviously popped up. You'll see there's no putty on there. The way that I've balanced this, and sometimes I do just trim these down if they're a little bit too buoyant, is that it will just sink under the weight of that hook and that swivel. The reason why I choose to use a pop-up over a wafter is the way that I tie my actual bag. I do have the lead right at the back, so what happens is, a lot of the time, 50-50 I'd say, the actual rig lifts up in the air and then lands anywhere. Now in terms of where it could land anywhere. Now if I was using a wafter, say if it moved backwards, it could land and then get basically masked around this little bit of tube in here. So I'd rather have a pop-up and sort of in your face blatant, so it's there, always presented and just ready to hook a fish. So what I'm going to do now is show you what I actually put inside the bag, and how I tie those as well. So in terms of the size of the solid bag, for winter I do like to use the smallest I can get away with. Sometimes I even go a lot smaller than this. This is a quarter small. I just feel, when these disperse, it is quite a mouthful, so the smaller the better, particularly in winter. So in terms of the first thing I do with regards to putting stuff in the solid bag, just a little bit of our Jungle Mix solid bag system in the bottom, and then the actual hook placement of this is paramount for me. Particularly sometimes I do like to put a little bit of maggot in there every now and again, but with regards to hook placement, this can be a little bit fiddly. I want the hook point basically facing downwards, so you just got to maneuver it about like so, and hopefully you can see that the hook point is facing downwards. It's not going to get mass, and you've got your essential fruit corn tipper on the other side. You then just got to grab and just pinch the top so that the actual rig is not tangled around the hook or anything. And then once you've done that, it's just a matter of loading your bait in. So let's get some of your bag mix. Just lower that in. I do like to put this in layers. So first off, once that's covered, okay, the next thing I'm going to add is some of our essential fruit boilie, and the reason why I do that is just for added attraction, and also it's something in there permanent, because I do feel, potentially with the pellet it's not going to be out there long, so you're basically just going to be fishing a single really. So just add a little bit of essential fruit boilie. That's going to be there until the fish takes it. It's not going to waft about. Once that's in, I then start to lower the actual rig, or the actual leftover braid, and the last thing I want is that to be tangled, so sometimes you will just have to lift it and twist it about. Once that's in, you can then start loading it. And then I just lift the lead up a little bit, give it a shake, and then I'm going to start pushing this down. You want to make sure it's nice and compact. I don't mind a little bit of air in there. Just keep compacting everything down. And with me, I do want the lead to be at the top. You will still be able to cast these around about 20 wraps or so. They won't fly as true as a lead that's at the bottom, but presentation wise I do want that rig to lift. So basically what happens is this is the bit that expands first, and then once you've done that, just tie it off. So a little bit of PVA tape. And just do 3 wraps. Just trim your tag ends off. Of course you can trim off the excess there as well. And then once I've done that, I want to be really careful with which way I move this over. So particularly in the winter, the last thing I want is 2 bits of PVA around that hook bait. So yeah, push these corners in, and then because the hook bait's poking out there, I'm going to round this one this way. Let's give it a lick and then stick it there. And then with this side as well, I'm absolutely fine. So yeah, just lick and stick it down. Yeah, and that is basically my solid bag rig. Nice and compact, small little mouthful, loads of visual attraction with the broken down essential fruit, and a little essential fruit pop up hovering over the top. The last thing I do is basically just get some of the jungle mix oil and inject that in. Once you've done that, just tie it on, thread your tubing down, and you're ready to go. So that is how I tie my solid bag. Yeah, absolutely brilliant solid bag for me. Done really well on this in the winter. Yeah, using the solid bag systems as well. Bit of a blend of all sorts of stuff there in our range. As always, if you want to find out more about our products, feel free to visit our website, which is www.baitguru.co.uk. The solid bag systems are on there and easy to find. As always, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, and that is it. Hope you find that useful. Hope that catches you a few more winter fish. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you on the bank sometime. Bye bye.